Let's go back to our top story and Zohran Mamdani's groundbreaking success in the mayoral elections in New York. Let's get some analysis from columnist and political analyst Aisha Sarwari, who joins me live from Atlanta in Georgia. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. This is indeed a historical day, not just for New York, but for the country as a whole. What is your initial reaction?
As somebody who was born in Uganda, I think that this is a time for Ugandans. As somebody who is from South Asian descent, this is a time for South Asians. And as somebody who, looks at America as a place truly holding to its promise of the melting pot, the diversity, the place where you can be anything you want to be as long as you work hard or are honest, I think this is really a dream come true.
You mentioned the diversity, and something that he said that stood out to me was that he was unapologetic for being Muslim and an immigrant, and that hits home for many Americans, especially in New York, who faced racism in recent time that has been fueled by Trump immigration policies.
Mamdani has really been hit by some of the most vile, some of the worst form of Islamophobia and hate speech that I have seen to date. It really is quite historical, the levels of disrespect and dehumanization he experienced during his campaign. And yet he responded to it with absolute respect and dignity by, just speaking to the importance of the American values that he was holding dear, and that really rang true for a lot of people. Instead of telling his opponents what they are or what they're not, he really told his constituency, those who believe in a just society, to come out and vote, and really gave people their voice back, people who were targeted for wearing the hijab or people who were targeted for simply where they came from. He said that's not the America that I believe in, and people have voted, and I think that is really a testament to America changing. And it's really a nightmare for white supremacists and their claim that there's creeping Sharia. There isn't creeping Sharia as much as there's creeping diversity and inclusion.
Indeed, and I want to shed some light on what this means now for the position of the Democrats, because we are seeing them make certain gains, significant gains in other states as well, as elections were underway, both in Virginia and New Jersey.
I think Mamdani said one thing very significant that resonated with me. Como was from his party once, and the divisiveness of American politics when it comes to deciding who America really belongs to. He's really put a dent in his own party's politics, and anybody who would use hate to fuel their agenda. I think this is a beginning of the end of politicization of what you call racism and bigotry. I think people have really come out in hordes to say that, they're a bit sick and tired of that kind of America. We hope that this will mean more gains for people who are actually truly representative of places like New York, where, the reality is that it is a growing melting pot for people from all around the world. And if you go a few generations back, even our current president's ancestry is from Germany, from what I understand. So he and others are representing the idea that America is a place where you come to for innovation, for respect and dignity, and creating a team of rivals, if you may, to bring to life important things like affordability in America, which is a huge problem right now. There are way too many poor people on the streets.
Okay, Aisha Sarwari, political analyst and columnist, thank you so much for being with us here on TRT World.